The Diary of Jassian Cyrilin Lyris de Civis. Zor, the 16th of Larvion.
My errant days outside of House Civis have already been far stranger than I could have imagined. Last night, I think it was last night, I finally arrived in Sharn and met with my old friend Flack, expert salvager and engineer, and her most recent recovery, 3. I am convinced 3 holds some secret to the Dragon Shard of the Lyris clan. After reuniting in the bar, we were sucked through space into some kind of flaming alternate dimension. We escaped a massive house of gigantic proportions, navigated contraptions, lava, and hellish hounds, all to escape into a strange world with a burning sky. A rift, some kind of tear in the fabric of the planes themselves, led us back to Eberron.
Welcome to Uphill Rolling, Campaign 1, Episode 2. Uphill Rolling is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons 5e podcast. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Bodhi, I'm your dungeon master, and my pronouns are they, them.
Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm playing Flack, the Goblin Rogue Artificer. Hi.
Oh, me. Hello, I am Niels, is my name. I play 3. That's not the number of characters I play, that's the name of the character. I only play one character.
Hi everybody, I'm Joel. I'm playing Jassian Cyrilin Lyris de Civis, our halfling bard.
Let's play a game. So this object approaches you and gets pretty close. It's got 3 wheels, and you realize quite quickly that the large triangle was a sail. There's a single figure on it. There's nowhere for you to duck and cover unless you want to jump back down the hole.
Oh no, I would like to flag this person down.
You flag this person down. They pull on some of the ropes and pull up next to you. This orc woman that gets out is large and hulking with big sheening tusks. And she looks at you 3 and she goes, "Y'all are a long way from home, huh?"
Yeah, pretty lost.
Say that again.
Where are we?
Boy, I'm glad you came along when you did. We've got a long walk ahead of us otherwise.
Oh, and she looks down and sees the glowing blue light. Y'all, not to freak out, y'all are in the demon wastes. I know it sounds bad, but it's pretty safe right here. Y'all look like city folk.
Guilty as charged.
That's like way out to the west or east.
The west.
One of them directions.
Yeah. Way out west.
Chuckles and grabs a map.
Famous for cute puppies, though.
Oh, that's
No,
nice.
it's full of demons.
Oh, okay.
The demon waste is not like, you know, that fantasy land where they called it Greenland, but it was icy, and they called one Iceland, but it was green.
Yeah.
This is
It's not ironically named.
It's not ironically. There's just demons here.
Lovely.
Y'all came through a rip. Don't go through those.
We didn't do
They
it on
ju-
purpose. Has that happened before?
No, I think this is like a shifting one.
Shifting rift.
A shifting rift.
A rift and shift.
But I mean, like people forgetting stuff. Has that happened before?
Oh, y'all forgot things?
Yeah, just woke up down there, don't know what happened before.
There's a good long section missing for us.
Do you know what day it is on the Corvarian calendar?
Yes, it is. We do actually have a calendar here. When do you want your birthday to be? There are 12 months of the year, 7 days of the week, but they all have different names.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Roll for birthday.
Roll a d12.
7.
7. Larvion.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite evolution. It's just like a little bug. It's just like a larvae evian. Anyway,
It's Weir of Larvion. And
so Wednesday.
yes. Oh, yes, it is that. It's the last day you remember was a couple days prior, was your birthday celebrations, and it's a bit hazy.
So if you had a good birthday then. I'd say one to remember, but...
My foot is melted.
Yeah, I'll fix that when we get home.
Look, y'all better get out of here. I don't know what else is going to come out of that rift. Y'all going home? Where's home for you?
I live in Sharn.
Sharn? Y'all are a long way.
Yeah, it's like down in Breland, right?
Miss, would you mind giving us a ride if you're heading east?
We're south. Any direction away from Demon Waste would be great.
I can take y'all. Look, I know there's an airship coming into Broken Stone in about a day. I could take y'all there. It is through the darker part of the Demon Waste. I'm not sure how safe that would be, but it's definitely the fastest route. They're coming back from exploring Ice White Island. They're just stopping to refuel, so I think they'll have some space. You know, us and the explorers, we're quite tight. But if you'd rather, the safer route, but probably slower, I can take you south to the Shadow Crags. You'll have to walk through the Eldine Forest, but it's quite safe there. A lovely bunch of druids call it home. They may help you if you can find them. Otherwise, just straight east, and you can get to. This map is awful. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. I forget, she gets out a map. Greenheart. From Greenheart, you'll have to take a road and then get on a lightning rail at Passage.
Sure, you don't mind.
No worry. Well, I'm not leaving y'all out here.
Whichever's more
Mighty
convenient
kind
for
of
you, I guess. But what was your name, by the way?
Grace, huh?
Grace?
She sticks her hand out.
I'll shake it.
Leans down and very, very gently shakes Flack's hand.
And you said your relationship with the traders is pretty good. What do you do? Do you, scour the demon wastes for fun stuff?
Oh, it's not fun out here. I'm part of the Goshkalar, where tribes...
Who them? Who's what?
The Goshkalar.
The Goshkalar.
We're the guardians of the
slayers.
labyrinth here. And as she says guardians of the labyrinth, and your eyes adjust to the night light, you see it's not just flat tundra and desert. There's a network of black lines, and you realize they connect to the hole you're in. And as you look, you realize that you can't just walk straight north from here. You'd have to navigate around these deep crevices that she gestures to.
So it's like a big, stamp into the land of a labyrinth.
Yeah, basically. It doesn't look human-made. It looks kind of natural, but definitely windy and twisty.
Oh, it's just like Beggar's Canyon back home. Said Luke Skywalker to Wedge
Don't know
Antilles.
what that is. Without us, the demon hordes would seep out of the labyrinth and into the Eldine Reaches, and then on to eventually all of Corvair, where...
That'd be bad, yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Aye, we guard this place. It's our job for generations. I should get y'all out of here before something comes.
Trefec, is there space on your land boat for all of us?
It's small, but because you two are both also small, you could fit. She starts making room. Tell me which way. You want to take me to Broken Stone? It's about a day's ride from there. There are demons and other unsavory folk who may run into us. I'll try and protect you all as much as I can. Eldine Reaches are, and she turns around and you can actually see in the distance a mountain range.
Yeah.
It's not close. You wouldn't want to walk it, but on the land ship.
So the choice is Broken Stone to the south or Eldine Reach to the east?
No, Broken Stone is northeast of you, and Eldine is straight south.
And
Broken is quick but dangerous, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Broken Stone is the fastest route if you get onto the airship.
Okay.
How many days rations you got on you, Jassian?
I'm plumb out.
You don't got none?
Y'all got plums? I love plums.
I wish.
I look at Grace and go, proper city folk right here. Didn't even come with any food.
I packed. I'm sure I packed it this morning, but those people knocked us out. They must have took my food.
They must have done.
Yeah, I reckon.
I've still got 5 days worth. So,
but in light of the food shortage situation, perhaps it would be wiser to head to the northeast.
But
might have to take the expedient route, Grace, if that's all right.
But forest. It's a forest.
I would like to see the forest. It's got
You can see a forest.
Ma'am,
Yeah, but if we
you
get
happen to
there
have
and
any
we're dead.
food that you wouldn't mind selling
you
to
eat?
me, I'm a little short on my
Eat
rationing.
plants and stuff. Can't
Not
you
all
eat
of
the
them.
forest?
No, not all of them. And then if we go to the forest and start killing things to eat them druids, which are supposed to be nice, aren't going to be so nice anymore.
Well, there might be
Can we ask the druids?
some berries, or plums.
Can you eat the druid? Wait, no.
Please don't eat the druids. No, I'm quite low on rations myself here. I was out on a scouting mission and saw this light. But they'll feed you. You gotta be nice to them. Don't eat them or their animals, but they'll feed you.
How many days down that way? You said it took a bit longer, but safer?
Oh, I'll drop you off at the Shadow Crags. That's only a few hours if the wind's on our side, and then you gotta walk over them and through the forest. Probably hit the druids within a day if
Well, that sounds all right.
That's not too
you can
bad.
navigate that way. I'll.
Let's do it.
She pulls out a small map
To see
from
a
her.
forest.
I mean, yeah, like, it seems like we had a pretty shit birthday for you, ending up in a demon hole. So, I guess we gotta make it up to you.
Yeah.
Let's go see some trees and that.
Trees.
She gets out a small map and hands it to one of you, so one of you can have a map of Corvair.
Yeah.
Y'all find them. Just make nice. Come on, let's get out of here.
Can I have the map? Because I'd like to make a copy of it.
Yeah,
I have some parchment and ink. Don't have any food, but I've got like pages and pages and journals. Books and stuff. Yeah.
It's the way I travel too. Cool. You have a map of Corvair, a quite nicely rendered one. Although you see in her pocket next to it a nicer one.
Oh, yeah.
She's given you her
yeah.
backup.
I ain't going to hold it
Give
against
the
her.
back up. I mean, you're just gonna copy it and give it back, right?
I think she wanted to give it to me.
Oh, okay.
I'll treasure this always.
Just
Grace.
tell the druids that Grace sent you and be nice. Please don't eat if you're gonna eat them, I gotta leave you out
They,
here.
they don't know. They've only been back online for about a year. It's their birthday. They've lived in the mine before that, so they ain't never met most people. They don't know what it's like.
Oh,
I don't think we know what druids are. Druids are people. You know that, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you don't,
don't eat people.
No, we don't
That's
do that.
bad.
Please, okay, get on.
I mean, they
come
don't
on,
eat
shut-
anything.
Okay.
They just don't know how we work so much.
Okay, come on. And she starts getting on the land ship. Do you hop up behind her?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And she expertly pulls the ropes and turns the craft around, and you head it straight towards
I
the
see an
shadow
engine
crag.
of any kind.
No, it's all wind powered. So the wind is kind of hitting diagonally, and you know how yachts sort of had to zigzag. She's sort of doing that a little bit,
Is it
pulling
on
it.
wheels?
Yeah, it's just on 3 massive wheels with a huge sail, and she's expertly pulling it.
Okay.
Yeah, no engine, no magic, just good old rope and sail.
Nothing to keep Flack distracted then.
No,
She's going to chat to Grace.
I mean it's the middle of the night and you are exhausted, so you.
Oh, it's the middle of the night, right? Yeah.
You might
Okay,
just
yeah.
fall asleep.
She's just
on
gonna,
the ride.
You can put all the clothes she took off back on because it's colder out here.
It's pretty cold as the night air hits.
And then just jacket over her face.
And you fly off into the night.
Into the night.
While 3 is in rest mode, Flack is going to start meddling with them. So when we were in the underground bit, I got you to dip your fan in that mysterious metal thing.
My
So
arm
yeah,
thingy.
your arm guard.
Arm guard,
which is
that's the one.
not really that guardy, but I'm gonna get the end of that and snap it off. So I've got a long thin piece of metal, and I'm going to go into the storage bit that I've installed in that arm flap, which has got some of my like random junk shit in it for emergency maintenance. I'm going to get out some copper wire and stuff and like put it back together and just like wrap it around the long thing, because this is the start of her making a travel set of her artificer equipment. She doesn't have everything she needs yet, but that's a good start. And I thought I'd put it in early. Because, you know, she left all that stuff at home, so she can't do artificing.
Very cool. Jessian, you picked up what looked like a metal crown almost, and on your short rest you can examine it.
Oh, heckin' yeah. Sweet. Oh, I got a card. Wow, I got a ring of water walking. Sick.
So while these tend to be ring-sized and be worn on your finger, this one you can kind of put on your head and wear it like a little hat.
Nice.
But it still does the exact same thing. It also doesn't need to be attuned, so you can share it with others on the fly as needed.
Gravy. Nice. So it's a giant-sized ring.
Basically,
So a
yes.
crown for me.
So a little crown for you.
Or like a bracelet for 3.
Yeah.
Wicked.
But basically, if you're wearing it in any way...
You can Naruto run across water. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll put it on.
So, Miss Grace, you're out here fighting demons and that, because of all your orc friends like doing that, I guess. Is that something that you do for a job, or is it like a life calling?
It's a life calling. We're the Gashkala. We just live here. We protect the rest of y'all from the demons and the wastes and the portals that you're well acquainted with.
Yeah, how come, like, okay, so you protect us from the demons that come out. How come a portal got us? Because we were in Sharn last I remember.
In Sharn, I don't know how these portals work. I'm slipping into your accent. That's just gonna happen a lot. I don't know how these portals work. They just show up when they do. The ones that we know of tend to be open all the time. One's in the labyrinth that we've mapped out, but the one y'all were in, I haven't seen it before. They pop up sometimes. They move, things shift, but I don't know why you would have fallen in Sharn, and what were y'all doing near a portal there anyway?
Well, that's the thing, we don't really know. We just woke up there. But they all exit in the demon wastes.
No, they're all over Corvair.
So do folks like you exist all over as well? Or do you just deal with the local ones over here?
The Gashkala, we just deal with the local ones here. These ones, there are fixed portals in the demon wastes that lead straight to various hell dimensions, and we stop the hordes of hell from entering the rest of Corvair.
It's mighty nice of you. Thanks.
We do a lot of work out here.
Yeah, I bet.
So spread the good word about the Gashkala.
As we've been like going, have we seen any like demons in the distance or anything, or is it just wasteland?
Nah, it's just wasteland. You're heading towards these massive mountains, regular-sized mountain ranges.
I mean,
Mountains are big. Yes. And yeah, you haven't seen anything since you left the rift.
And remind me, the thing we talked about was going through the Eldine Reaches.
Right.
So, like, what side of the wastes are we on right now? Like, are we super far away from there? I forget what time you said. It was like a day or so.
What's the question?
Is it like a day or so to the...
She's like
the
trying to
Eldine
bind
Reach?
ropes and pull another one and is only half paying attention.
Yeah. It's like a day or so to the Eldine Reaches, or I can't remember what you said because we were talking about a couple of things.
Normally, but the wind's in our favor. We'll be there in a few hours.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much.
I won't be able to accompany you over the top. I don't want to leave my land cruiser by itself.
No, that'd be bad.
I'm taking you to the pass that some of the druids sometimes use.
Do they come and help you with demons?
No, we have a exchange sometimes, information, goods, that sort of thing.
What kind of people are these druids?
The druids of the Eldine Reaches?
Kind Because I've heard some things about druids, and like a lot of them hate everyone. They're not those ones, are they?
No, the druids you're thinking of aren't the ones in the Eldeen Reaches.
Oh, good.
These ones are the Wardens of the Wood. They believe that civilization has a place in the world. They serve the Eldeen Reaches and protect the trees and the wildlife and the animals there.
Sound like mighty fine folk.
They're lovely. They'll help you through. Just tell them Grace sent you.
Much obliged, Grace. And what is it that you do among the Gash Kalar there? You some kind of fighter or ranger or scout?
Most of us are some sort of militia. Most Gashkalar, if we're able-bodied, where we enter into the force. But I do act as a bit of a scout. I pilot this. It's quite a light vehicle compared to some of our other land cruisers.
You seen much action out here?
Oh, quite often, closer to the labyrinth. I did say this is the safer route to the Shadow Crags. If we'd gone to Brokenstone, we'd probably run into some of the demons or perhaps some of the carrion tribes. They're kind of vultures, scavengers out here as well. But this path tends to be quite peaceful. Quiet. As the cold, sandy night air picks up. Is there anything else you want to do?
Over the course of the journey, I would like to sort of interview Grace about her lifestyle. And it seems like she's some kind of ranger, right? So I want to, learn the ways of rangerdom, being a ranger from her. So I'm going to find out, what she knows about the land and how she stays alive out in the wilderness. I think at this point, Jassian's kind of freaked out that he has to walk anywhere. So he's going to interview someone that knows.
Cool. Grace is delighted for your conversation, and in between kind of showing you the ropes, literally, on the Land Sailor, she talks about how you hunt out in the desert. It's quite sparse in terms of creatures out here, but they gotta eat. Teaches you a bit about the weather patterns, looking over the Shadow Crags and reading the clouds and seeing what the weather is to come, and reading the wind, and seems happy for the company. You get the feeling that she's often alone out on these scouting missions.
Makes sense.
Cool. After a few hours, the sun starts to peek over the horizon just as you pull up to the foot of the Shadow Crags. And
After I'd made my little thing, I went to take a nap.
yeah. Cool. Well rested. Perhaps you've had some rations and they weren't the most delicious, but Grace gave you some apples and something to chew on. She pulls the Land Sailor up at the foot of the mountains and gets out. And just as she's about to explain the route, there's a glint of light from the base of one of the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Who's, Grace starts walking over towards it. It's about 100 yards away.
What is a yard?
What is I don't know. I said the word and I hoped you wouldn't.
I have no concept of what any kind of length is, but like, if we're talking game terms, I can work it out.
Okay, 1 yard is actually just under a meter.
Okay.
So about 100 yards is about 91 meters away.
Oh, they're close. I thought it was much less than a meter.
What's that in D&D squares?
Oh my gosh.
So
What's that in-
5 feet is a square.
About 30 squares?
Yeah.
Wait, what? No.
No.
No,
no, the
that's
20
not
squares.
right.
She starts walking over towards the
She walks 20 squares away.
No, surely squares one not. I don't. Whatever. Some distance.
Sorry, do you want 100 yards to feet? Is that what you want?
And then divide it by
Oh,
5 for
yeah.
squares.
Yeah.
100
Yeah, I was way
yards
off.
is 300 feet exactly. So a yard is 3 feet. That's convenient. 300 feet away. I'll just stick to feet. Forget yards.
how
There
many-
aren't yards.
Oh my God.
Sorry, how many square? You're not in combat. 300 feet away.
A longbow's range away.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Shoot. Y'all see that?
shoot the
What's
person.
going on?
I don't have a longbow.
Grace, you all right there?
Yeah, I think this is
What's going on there?
the druids, and you see 3 figures emerge with a little cart from the hillside. Are any of you following Grace?
Um.
I'm gonna nudge 3 and be like, check it out.
Oh.
That's them.
Is it?
Could be.
Do they look druidy to you guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna check out. I'll
Yeah.
stroll over.
So you stroll over. There are 3 figures there. They look druidy. They have brown cloaks up over their heads and leggings with kind of green patterns on them. One of them is a tabaxi. I wrote, was it serval tabaxi? Those kind of yellow ones with the black pointed ears with the little tufts on them. And the other 2 appear to be human-like. Grace is chatting to them. Oh, y'all early. Is this the shipment? And the tabaxi goes, yeah, this is for you. And pushes the cart towards her. She opens it up and pulls out fresh fruit and vegetables and looks at them and goes, hey y'all, this is sorry, we haven't met before. What are y'all's names?
This is the druids addressing us?
This is Grace turns to usher you over. The tabaxi says, yeah, my name's Griff.
Griff?
And the other 2 just say Softfoot and Moon.
How do they introduce themselves? Do they offer a handshake?
The tabaxi does. The other 2 kind of hang back. They seem a bit more shy.
Okay. I will
tabaxi seems
shake
like-
that paw.
Yeah. You shake that anthropomorphic cat paw.
Yeah, do they have paws or hands?
They're like hand paws.
Hand paws?
No, they're hands. They're just,
Just
five,
paw-esque.
5 fingers with some fur on them.
Nice. I will grasp those furry fingers.
Griff shakes your hand.
Howdy. The name's Jesse and Syrian Luris de Civis. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too.
Flack. Wave.
Hey. Well, thanks so much for the shipment. I don't have y'all's exchange because I wasn't expecting you this early, and Griff goes, it's okay, next time. These 3 are traveling. If you could help them out getting to Greenheart, that'd be amazing.
At the mention of any place that's further west than Sharn, every time Jessine's going to pull out the map and be like,
Wait, where was that again? Yeah. Capital of the Eldine Reaches.
So, having spent some time inside the buildings of House Civis, you'd be somewhat familiar with the map of Corvair because as the house that's in charge of the communication networks, they have to know where they are and how to get in touch with them.
I'm supposing that this would be an area that we don't deal with much, I guess.
Greenheart is quite a large, despite being in the middle of the woods. It's the capital of the Eldine Reaches, and it's a hub of trade. The Eldine Reaches, being a massive forest, has some good fruit and vegetable yields, as these folks have brought down here.
Okay, so it's fairly cosmopolitan.
Yeah, so there is a
nice.
tower. You know that there's towers in most of the capitals of the countries within Corvair.
Nice.
But there is not a lightning rail from Greenheart. Yeah?
Can I ask these, like, when we're talking about, like, the no, I don't have the exchange for. Like, what is it you usually exchange for all of this stuff?
Great.
Do you like sell them like the like, I don't know, like demon coats and that?
Grace answers, normally they're quite generous and don't ask much in return, but, you know, they do druid magic, and some of their more complicated rituals require pieces that might be only found out here, sometimes minerals that are a bit rarer in the forests, or demon parts that's not as common.
Seems like a good system. As long as it's not, you know, like any random adventures that pop up in portals. Right? No, it's not that.
No, as you can see, we can't really grow fruit, vegetables, out much of anything really. So yeah. I'll leave y'all to it. Grace taps you on the shoulder, Jesse, and ushers you aside. Do you go?
Oh yeah.
She steps just like 20 feet away, not
Step
that far,
aside.
but just about out earshot. You wear the garb of the Civis house, right?
That I do with pride. How can House Civis help you today?
I have a very important message I need to get to Keeper Jayla Duran at Flame Keep. I know Flame Keep's
one moment.
bit
Official
out of your
business.
way.
Jason will like pull out his own notebook and be like, like put some spectacles on. Be like, sorry, go ahead.
Keeper Jayla Duran at Flame Keep. I don't mind if you can't deliver the message yourself, but if you could, on the honor of House Civis, get it to her as soon as possible. And Grace hands you an envelope.
It's real.
Wow.
Wax seal.
Wax sealed
Props.
envelope.
Oh my gosh.
You're a nerd. I love it.
House Civis will see it delivered, ma'am.
Thank you. The wax seal on the envelope you get is a stylized flame that looks like it's been carved into an arrowhead. I'm handing you the wax seal because I do not own a wax seal.
Oh, that looks pretty similar to what's printed.
I tried.
Stamped on there. Awesome.
It was lovely meeting you fine folks. Perhaps these druids can escort you to your location.
Thanks, Grace. Bye, Grace. Nice meeting you, Grace.
Thank you.
Don't die to demons or nothing.
Oh, never. And she hauls the carts off.
I've just been talking to the druids while that was going on, and it's inane, dumb stuff. I just motor mouthing about absolutely nothing.
Yeah. They're just smiling and nodding.
And then she finishes it with like, so yeah, by the way, we're supposed to be going to Sharn. Can we get somewhere from Greenheart? Can we get there from Greenheart easier? I've never been this far north. I don't know.
I think Greenheart has pathways everywhere. We don't really go into the cities as much. I went really Kiwi there. That's canon now.
I feel like a Tabaxi should be like real Kiwi.
Real Kiwi.
Kiwi as.
We got tons of paths. Yeah, we don't really go into the city that much, actually. So, but we can lead you there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Do you live? Is Greenheart's a city in a forest? That's pretty neat. I didn't really think that'd happen.
It's the capital, so
sure.
it's it has a lot of.
Yeah.
It's one of those places where it's kind of a hub where a lot of folks who live off the land come to get things they might not be able to in the forest. You know, the druids and other people in the Eldin Reaches. So it's probably less that there's a lot of people who live there permanently, but it's more kind of like a little trade hub for that whole area, because the Eldin Reaches, it's a massive forest space.
Yeah. Also, we've been in the city a long time, and my friend over here, They're real interested in druids. Ain't never met none before, I don't think. Have you met druids before? 3, come over meet with druids.
Oh, hello. You're actually. Oh yes, you're wearing green. That means you're druids. That's correct.
That's racist, but
how that works.
they only just came back online like a year ago, and I don't know much about manners, so I'm a shit teacher.
Nice to meet. Are you one of those them forged things?
I was probably forged at some point. Yes.
The Tabaxi's kind of eyeing you up and down curiously. Well, let's get going, I guess, then. And they turn and find the Shadow Crags is a big mountain range, but there's what looks like a kind of worn path. It's mostly just a convenient way to get up the mountain every maybe half hour or more. There's like a little ledge where someone's just kind of put a wooden stake in to keep some rocks from falling, but it's mostly just wilderness.
I want to just flavor the journey as well, like as we're going through the things. Flax like dashing off every now and then to get different varieties of rocks that might have different properties which she can use later.
Yeah.
Just, building a travel kit.
Salty rock.
Yeah, maybe.
Less salty rock.
Saltiest rock.
Sorry, are you licking the rocks as you go?
Of course she is. How else do you know how salty they are? That's just common sense. Ethereal dungeon master voice that I can talk to, apparently. But she's just like gathering little bits and pieces,
You find some salty rocks.
Sweet. Put on my inventory.
Those like pink Himalayan salt ones.
Oh, nice. Exotic.
Yeah.
Nice. Salty rocks. Pink. But yeah, then she's just trying to like... like when you... That super dedicated, almost mum-like extrovert friend you have that's forced you to come to the party finally. And it's just like, yeah, 3, like you were going to ask the druids, right? Ask the druids about the thing you wanted to say. Remember, you were definitely gonna... And just like forcing this interaction real hard and then like popping off and leaving them awkwardly alone. And then coming back and doing it some more and just like... Just to make Niels in real life feel uncomfortable. Just building the scene for you. But anyway, you were going to ask them about pop off.
Meanwhile, I've seen plenty of rocks in my time.
Probably sick of rocks. Softfoot and Moon kind of keep to themselves a bit and just talking in hushed voices most of the trip. But Griff is really excited to talk to you, the 3. Just asking, so like, what are you made of? And just kind of tapping you on the shoulder and just being, like very interested. And so how do you even work even?
So when a Warforged is constructed, a variety of tubes are created containing various fluids that can allow them to function as a form of muscular organs.
Also, just as a note, with the accent I'm doing for her, she's saying them as in EM a lot.
Yes, M.
And it sounds like
sounds
him.
like M, which is
it's not
the same thing.
No, she's saying them. It just sounds like, and I wanted to clear that up because I'm trying to distinguish it, but sometimes I talk too fast.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah, so she's not misgendering you, and you are aware of this.
Yes, I am a robot.
Yeah, you are a robot.
Chemical, just various. They pee in it.
That's what this rock's for. If you eat a couple of these before bed, you have a wicked pee during the night, and that's real good for like the arm functions. You have to distill it first, of course, but cut that out. We don't need that. We don't want to put that out there.
Pea-powered robots.
It's canon now.
I mean, they're making cars like that, right? So you could just pee in them and the urea powers the car.
Wait, what?
Oh man,
Wasn't that a thing they were trying to do?
No, that
has
is
like
the
a
future.
0 battery life, but you know, still.
when I lived in Sweden, this is pretty badass. Your house's compost went into the compost bin, and then the Malmö city people, whatever, would pick up your compost and then do something to it in a plant to make it biofuel for the buses. So you would get on a bus in Malmö and you're like, my apple core from yesterday is powering my ride right now. Mind blown.
Pretty dope.
Very cool. This is legit, real life, 2016. Of course they still do it. It's such a good system, and it just makes you feel like, yeah, my actual waste is helping run the public transport system.
That's some inspiring poo.
It's quite delightful.
That's the future I want to live in.
I'm concerned if you're putting poop in your compost bin. Maybe don't do that. Okay.
It's all poop in the end.
Is there anything else you want to do as you climb the Shadow Crag
Oh,
mountains?
what's the weather like?
Yeah. Good point.
There's some clouds in the sky, but as you got out of the rift, you did see the moons of Eberron and the stars. So it's mostly clear. The clouds are kind of gathering, not threateningly, but slowly over the mountain range, as weather patterns often kind of hit mountain ranges that border on deserts and tundra areas and have that weird mixing of different air temperatures.
I don't remember where I was going with this. Just so we know.
Bodhi described the weather for too long, then Niels forgot why he asked.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's a good description.
No.
As you climb the Shadow Crags and the sun is rising, you look down on the tundra where you've come from, and you're high up enough now that you really understand what Grace meant when she said the labyrinth. The way that the sun is hitting on such an angle, the shadows hit the ground, and you see now a vein-like network of deep crevices carved into the demon wastes. And you understand, because Grace said, if we go to Brokenstone, we'll have to go around the labyrinth. You can't just hop over. And you realize these just massive gouges in the earth there.
We were in like a tiny mini version.
You were in a very small one, comparatively.
Also, question. How's City Boy holding up climbing a mountain?
Yeah, he'll be super shocked at this point, looking back at that desert.
What a godforsaken wasteland. Glad we didn't end up in any of those.
You see an active volcano in the distance puffing up smoke.
Let's go there instead. Who said go to Broken Stone? What a terrible idea that was.
I don't know. It sounded like it might be nice.
So you get to almost the top of the Shadow Crags. The sun's a good way into the sky at this point. And Softfoot and Moon have been kind of bickering a little bit. And
What about?
they,
Want to be nosy?
if anytime you come near, they just stop talking. They are watching you quite closely. Are you rolling? Yeah.
Come on, as stealth.
Cool. Roll for it. Roll to eavesdrop.
6 plus 5. That's 11 stealth. So she's like, she on one of her like darting off to get rocks. She like comes back and tries to come behind them, just like, but it's super conspicuous.
Yeah, so you're quite you do hear just like a brief end of half a sentence just before they stop, and one of them says, how much further do we have to... and that's all you hear. And
Can she engage him in conversation after that?
well, just as that happens, Softfoot grabs Griff and goes, come on, let's just... Okay then. And Softfoot and Moon pull out 2 spears, and the 3 of them drop their cloaks, and they are, aside from their green leggings, wearing hide armor with metal studs on them and
not druidic.
spikes on their shoulders and a big belt buckles and furs in weird places, and suddenly look very not druidic.
You're not wearing green.
They're not wearing green at all.
It's only a little bit of green.
Softfoot drops their spear to point at Flack and goes, "Come on now, you're valuables and we'll let you go." And Moon
I am
points.
quite valuable. I appreciate you noticing that I'm valuable. But it's quite rude.
And Softfoot grabs on to your shoulder, 3, and says, "And we'll be taking this one as well." Obviously.
I don't think so.
Oh, look at that spear. Can I see it? I grab hold of that spear.
Are you just trying to pull it out
Yeah.
of their hand? Yeah, roll contested, just straight strength.
Straight strength. Whoa. 14.
They rolled a 2. So you pull Softfoot's spear out of their hand, and Moon goes to strike. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Awesome. Oh, that's so sweet.
This is the cheapest way I could have you play on like an
Man.
elevation situation.
Oh my
Oh, it even
god.
has a grid. That's so sick.
Whoa.
I made this in the living room this afternoon.
For the
Oh
podcast.
my gosh. Where we don't have visuals.
There's stones.
You just have to
Amazing.
Just have to
describe
describe this incredible creation.
That's why I said for the pod. Did you call it uncredible?
It's
very-
uncredible now.
Yeah, I like it.
It's very
For the podcast,
It's so
what
good.
we're looking at is several cardboard boxes of varying sizes
And elevations.
and elevations taped together, along with those little padding bits of polystyrene that you get in like things. A bit of like padding foam, all sellotaped onto like inch grids. This one looks kind of like a hut, but like
or a cave or something.
cave,
yeah.
it's fucking dope as
That's
shit.
amazing. If it didn't say KitchenAid upside down, I
Yeah.
think I was looking at a mini cardboard mountain range.
And then there's some like stones from like a gravel driveway path just like glued to it, I guess.
Also, shout outs to KitchenAid for making this stream possible. Please sponsor our podcast.
I'll put some pictures on the Twitter if you follow us on Twitter, or just go to what's that Twitter? Uphill_rolling at Twitter. Remember that underscore.
This is Griff.
That is cat.
Oh, I love these guys too. Oh my gosh. Softfoot and Moon. If those are their real names.
I don't think they're even real.
I don't think that they exist. They're illusions.
3 has just successfully grabbed
Yeah.
Softfoot's spear. Where are you two in this marching order?
Probably near Griff, I think, actually. I would have been trying to talk to them. Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to put yourself something.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's all right.
Like, so we've come up this way.
Yep.
So I was like coming up to bother them, so I'd be
And,
like
eavesdropping.
somewhere in this place.
Oh,
Did you do it?
I did it.
You got a 20?
I rolled 20.
Jesse in at the top.
Hey-oh.
What did 3 get?
8.
Flack?
Also 8.
Cool.
Plus
You
3
can fight
to
about
dex.
it. Oh.
Well, no, I just rolled a 5 plus 3.
Yeah. So we both have plus 3. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, these 3 people have dropped their garbs. Not all of them. Just
wow, that'd be real easy to hit. Not wearing clothes.
dropped their cloaks, and underneath what you thought were their druid garbs, they're wearing hide armor and metal shoulder pads, and 2 of them had spears, The tabaxi doesn't seem to have any weapons on them, which is sometimes even more concerning.
They are the weapon.
Softfoot went to grab 3, and 3 yanked their spear out of their hand. And Jessian, you are the first to act.
Cool.
Dun, 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 dun. So for the podcast, if we treat it as if we've been going up the mountain and there's like a little spiral, Flack is right at the back with the 2 potentially humans in the middle. Then there's 3 a little bit ahead, and right up the front is Jassian talking to Griff. I believe they are adjacent.
Alrighty. And you just disarmed Softfoot of their spear.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So,
It's a very pretty stick.
okay, because I rolled a
Wanted it.
20 on initiative, I want to have like a real dramatic entrance. So, like, at the moment that the robes are disrobed and the spear is disarmed, Jassian spins around and pulling out of his pocket a pouch of sand. He throws it up in the air in a sparkling arc and speaks through it in a sort of like voice of power. He says, Dormir. And he's casting sleep. So I'm going to center it here.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And I would like those 2 characters, Sofa and Moon,
You're gonna need some dice. Huh?
to... Oh, you don't make a save. I roll a bunch of d8s.
Do you want some d8s? There's a couple.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. 10, 16, and one more. 24. Okay, so it puts to sleep any creatures that can sleep that have 24 HP or less.
Wow. Okay.
But it subtracts that.
Cool. So Softfoot and Moon are caught in the cloud.
Yeah.
Cool. Both of them just collapse to the ground, snoring.
Awesome. The last part of my
You're
action.
just rubbing it in.
I want
because Bodhi
to-
tried that. As the artifact.
That was also your first move to cast sleep. And the last
And
thing I want to
did.
It works
It's
better at level 1
5,
than
yeah.
level 5. Yeah.
do, like a quick draw move.
Yeah.
I want to quick draw my crossbow and hold it to Griff's head
Nice.
and say, "What are you trying to pull?"
Nice.
That is my turn.
That's some cool bard shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Crunch it.
we just...
Oh my god, I only have 2 spell slots.
You have 1 spell.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Cool. So you're pointing your crossbow at Griff.
Yeah.
Are you wearing your shiny ring that you got from the
I said I put it on. Yeah.
So are you wearing it on your head?
It's the only place it fits, I guess,
Yeah.
right? I could have it as a like massive anklet, maybe.
Oh no, it's like the rim of your hat now.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I have a hat?
Yeah.
I do now.
I've always given you a hat. You've never complained about it? Is that your art of him?
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's no hat.
That's all right. Yeah, I've got a
This
big
should
ring
be
as
a
a
cowboy
hat.
hat.
Cool.
You've got like a tiara situation
Oh, that's so sweet.
with beautiful blue diamonds in it.
Nice.
So Griff looks at you and looks at her
The other two
friends.
just falling asleep. Softfoot and Moon.
Yeah.
Definitely real names.
Look, you just show up here with that sparkly, and Griff seems kind of unsure of what to do right now, but she's on her guard.
The jig is up.
The jig is up. Okay.
Drop it. You're not holding anything, but drop whatever you got.
Look, we didn't expect anyone to be here with Grace, and we just.
It doesn't mean you have to rob nobody.
You were gonna rub Grace.
A bunch of
But
you
she's so lovely.
despicable, no good, low life thieving scum.
So 3, it is your turn. We're still in initiative.
Does
this mean we can rub you instead? I think
that's how it works, actually.
I
Yeah.
point the spear at Griff, and I'm like, okay, now how did it go? Drop your valuables.
Griff, just from eyeballing her, doesn't seem like she has any valuables on her that you can see. She just leers at you and doesn't say anything.
Well, that's not fair. You have to play along. Now we're the ones robbing you. Come on.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Consider your moral life choices. Do you do anything?
Oh, no. She doesn't seem into it. I don't know what to do
Right?
after they don't say. Does that mean that they now steal my spear and then they go back to robbing us? How does this work? I've never been robbed before, really.
No, I don't. I just tend to not get robbed, and if someone insists, then rob them instead.
Yeah.
I think we're going to. No, I think this is right. I think this is right. Yeah.
Okay. I insist that we rob you.
I vote inspiration for that. That is excellent.
Bring it on then, Tin
I
Can.
insist that we rob you. Hey, he's only like. They're only like 5% tin, right? And that's a stand-in.
Cool, Flack, you're up.
So these two, they pulled spears. One of them was rested. Do they both have spears?
They both had spears.
Yeah.
Three
has
grabbed
one,
Softfoot's spear out of their hands, and Moon still has his, but they're both asleep. So
Well, I'm going to take Moon's spear and see if he has anything else on him.
he's gonna rifle through his pockets.
Yeah, that's not going to wake him up, right? It's only if you do damage to them.
Yeah, or intentionally
Yeah.
do something.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Everything that Moon has other than his spear is attached to him. So his hide armor, his belt, his boots, his gloves.
No, like coin pouch.
Not that you can see.
I just grab the spear then, and then come over to join the conversation with Griff. Just like, anything good? No. I think that's why they're trying to rob us. They ain't got nothing good themselves.
Oh, that would make sense.
You're not really druids, are you?
Congratulations, they teach you that in artificer school.
I don't go to artificial school. I ain't got the money for it. I'm from the cogs, lady.
Just who in the heck are you bunch?
As you're talking, you see Griff's hands start to glow and flicker. She looks like she's on the back foot, but still looks pretty mad. Do you do anything else on your turn, Flack? You've spent an action.
If I see like hands glowing, I'm gonna be like, hey, no, none of that. Stop that. I'll stab you.
Yeah, her hands are still glowing, and her eyes are darting back and forth between you and Jassian.
Okay. Something we should establish early on then, because there's lots of different rules about non-lethal damage, especially as pertains to sneak attack. Yeah,
No, I think it sucks when it's like I'm so good at what I do that I accidentally do a murder when that's not your intention. I feel like if you roll really high, that's reflects on your skill.
You got more control.
You have more control.
That makes sense, because it's a precision thing. I'm not going to accidentally be imprecise. Yeah, all right. So just wanted to confirm that out front. Yeah,
I feel like that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, if it gets bullshit later, we can talk again. Yeah, I'm going to try and stab him.
Do it. Roll for stabbing.
That is a natural 16, so like 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
This is with my dagger as well, not the spear.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess it'd have to be a spear, wouldn't it? Is it a light spear or like a big heavy thing?
A light spear.
Okay. Well, so what size are they?
They're all medium humanoids.
Okay. Being a goblin, I have a feature called Fury of the Small. And because she clearly was not respecting me, I think it's a height thing.
Okay.
So it's like full Edward Eric in Full Metal Alchemist. It's like, you don't call me a bean sprout, fuck you. And I'm going to add my level in damage.
Okay, cool.
She takes 10 instead of 9. And I can do that once per short rest to a creature larger than me.
So you just stab a Griff with the spear that you just nabbed off Moon.
He's like, all right, none of that. Chloe hands, no, look, stop. Listen, I'm going to stab you. I will stab, and then I stab them. I warned you I was going to stab you. Don't want to stab you again. Just let us rob you.
She's bleeding now and looks at you and hisses again. And in her anger and pain, her hands erupt and fire flies out from her on both sides. Jassian and Flack roll a dex save.
Both sides, shit.
Not 3.
Oh, right, not me.
Natural 1.
Ooh, that's a good save for me. I got 12.
Just a reminder, we are level 1 and we have 9 hit points.
Fire bursts out from Griff and Flack takes 7 points of damage.
Gnarly.
Jassian takes 3. Woo! And as she does that, she does leap back, trying to get out of your range, but you do both in the fire still get attacks of opportunity if you want to.
I want to, but I'm using a ranged weapon, so I don't get one.
You still punch her.
Okay.
Still do an unarmed strike for 1 plus your strength.
Heck yeah. She just lit me on fire.
Yeah.
Punch. I rolled 2.
So she leaps out of your way. Flack, do you go again with the spear?
Definitely going to stab. I'm just...
Probably
Natural
like
20.
The worst roll in 5th edition.
I get an extra fucking die anyway, so fuck that. 1, 5, 6, 8 damage.
Okay. So, shortest battle ever. So she hisses at you both, fire flies out, and she leaps back. Jassian, you go to swing, but the flames are so bright and hot you just miss. But Flack, with the reach of your spear, she leaps backwards and you just grab her in the side and she hits the ground.
I think I would be like, bitch! and
Cool,
just shank
yeah.
her.
So you're, don't really have the precision in all the flame to...
It was a natural 20.
Yeah.
So that's going to be like either I maintain my composure
Yeah.
or I act like the little fucking goblin I am.
Yeah. So because of your height and the angle, you drive your spear right through her abdomen and she
Liver,
hits the
spleen,
ground
Everything.
and looks really surprised and starts losing consciousness.
Bitch!
Wow.
You're a terrible druid. Imitator. Can we tie them up?
Yeah, Jassian's gonna look at the dying body of Griff, spit on the ground, and be like, "Damn idiot! No call for that kind of behavior." And I'll walk over to the other two and strip them of their gear and start tying up their arms.
I don't know about you two and ask if you're okay. Are you okay? You on fire? You are flammable.
I'm not super flammable, but I don't like it.
How much of you is not a crisp?
I think... Yeah, that's all right. Okay, the important bits are fine. She was patting, like, her legs and butt and, like, He's like, I should have been wearing the, like, thick protective stuff, but it was just so hot. I don't like that.
How very rude. You'd think someone who robs people often would respect the idea of being robbed.
Right? That's murder. She tried to murder me, so I guess I murdered her back, but, like, still.
Oh.
Rude. Is the point.
Hard
It's a
people out
principle of
these
the
parts. Yeah, I never heard no respect out here. I much preferred that Grace character.
She was lovely. Mm-hmm. These guys were going to do that to her.
Oh no.
Oh,
They didn't know we'd be there, did they? You said that.
good point.
Poor Grace. There's only one of... although she is quite big, she probably could have taken him too.
That is fair. They weren't very intimidating. Huh?
They're lucky they didn't actually try and rob Grace in the end.
Probably all of them would have died. Instead of just the one. She is dead, right? Stab, 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 stab. Yeah, she's dead.
Do Moon and Softfoot have any possessions on them? Like after I go through their
You said they both
clothes
had
more
hides,
thoroughly.
They're both wearing hide armor
Hide armor.
and very kind of scrappy, put together, scavenged gear. So mismatched, boots and one metal plate on one shoulder and
Oh, cool.
Mine.
like bone spikes on the side of a kilt kind of thing.
I think we should
no
take their
backpacks.
leggings.
They have like a water pouch. Do you want to steal their water?
I actually do. I don't have one.
They have water pouch. Okay, you steal one of their water pouches. They have green leggings on.
We should take them back, because it seems like they took them from the druids. I don't think the druids would like them being able to imitate them anymore.
Can't let.
Sorry I introduced you to a fake druid, 3.
Yeah, that was a real bummer.
They had the leggings. I thought
They were wearing green.
anyone could have made the mistake.
You can't let them wear green anymore.
No. So we're stealing their leggings.
You've stolen their leggings.
I'm stealing their leggings. Not going to wear them, just going to bundle them up, and we'll give them to the druids when we meet them for real.
Maybe we can find real druids who was wearing them leggings. Doubt it was these folk.
I hope they didn't kill them to steal them. Because if there's some dead druids and we've got their leggings, then it looks a bit suspicious.
Agreed.
But I'm sure the druids are more reasonable. They'll listen and we can explain it to them.
Most likely.
They won't also try to rob us.
I
Yeah.
don't think druids care much about possessions.
Most undruidly.
Yeah.
It's the most undruidly thing I ever heard in my whole life. Wise. Don't they say that about druids?
I think wise is a good word for
They're
it.
meant to be wise.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
I'm gonna kick Griff's body like off the ledge.
Ooh.
You do it, just topples down.
Oh no, I need to loot them first.
Too late, Jessian's kicked the butt. No,
Damn waste of life.
I want their cloak for one thing.
Oh, sorry.
they drop their cloak when they jump
sweet.
to you all, so the cloaks are lying on the ground. Yeah, Jessian
one's-
kicks Griff
Alright, well.
down, and they her
You're such a
body
city boy.
tumbles down
Gotta
and
make
down.
the most out of everything. Use every part of the victim.
They're already dead, ain't they? Are you gonna use their
Maybe.
meat and stuff?
Maybe. You didn't have no rations with you.
I think Jessin will go a bit green at that point.
Look at her, she had some lovely chompers on her. Made some good parts out of that. Is it like far down? Like, could I get to the body still?
Oh no, her body is still tumbling. It's quite a steep cliff face.
I'm just
we've
like
been
watching it
climbing.
tumble down, hands on my hips, just like terrible waste.
My bad.
It's all right.
we,
next time, don't dispose until we've used everything.
So we what? Strip them completely?
Oh yeah.
Jessin will go over to the others and start taking off all of their clothes.
Like this?
Just like that, yeah. If they got a sock or something, put that over their particulars. don't even need to see that. Or a hat.
They
Just leave
are
them their
wearing underwear.
If they got
Are you
it.
robbing their underwear?
No, if they got underwear,
I
leave
am,
that.
because they said strip them completely.
If they got underwear,
Don't waste
you can
anything.
If you got underwear on, leave them with that, because it's rarely going to be any use. I don't think they take good care of things like that.
What happened to use everything?
The use is
That
we
could
don't
be-
have to smell anything that comes out of there.
That could be like, I don't know, kindling or something.
Probably too damp after they dealt with us.
A mask if we need to rob any more folk.
All right, you can wear the underwear as a mask.
I'm just saying, use everything.
I got this. Pull neckerchief up. So
Who did you strip that off of?
Oh no, this one's actually mine.
Oh,
I've had this since I was a little girl.
it's very clean.
Yeah. It's about the only thing I clean properly. It's personal. So they literally just have like hide armor spears.
Yep.
All right. So we do take the majority of their clothes off and tie them up
Okay.
because they're not going to try anything while they're naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can scatter their clothes and armor around so they can't chase us immediately if they like wake up and shit.
Okay, and you've tied them up.
Yeah.
So you're leaving the rope there, are you?
That's the question. Do we want to talk to them or do we want to?
They
just
will
go?
be probably awake at this point.
So they wake up.
Right.
What the? Hey!
They
Ah!
wake up with a goblin with a dagger in their face and big smiley pointy teeth.
Shit! I told you this was a bad idea. We should have just left the moment.
You should listen.
What have you done to my socks?
Took them off. They're over there.
There are socks now.
You can get your socks back if you cooperate. For every time you're good and helpful, we give you some clothes back so you don't look like fucking weirdos. I mean, I don't think you really want to be naked in a demon waste, so that's a bad idea.
Otherwise, you're going to end up like Griff down there.
They
I'll gesture over the cliff.
turn a pale white and stop wriggling. Softfoot's sideburn starts peeling off their face.
All right. Who are you folks, really?
Moon just spits at the ground, but Softfoot looks up at you. We're just from around. We're just trying to get by. You know how it is.
Yo, we're gonna rob poor Grace blind.
Yeah, they attack us all the time. Those bloody Gashkala.
You seem quite nice to me. Why'd they attack you?
Yeah,
Are
I'll
you
say.
demons?
Do I look like a demon?
No, you're pretty shit if you are as well. Fell right asleep with just one spell. It was a good one. Like, I'm not saying nothing bad about your spell, but
Oh,
like, if it was a
thank you.
demon.
Yeah.
God, that one doesn't look magic. God, you can't tell. No one looks magic. What does that even mean? Shut up.
Jacin's going to put the dots together and say, lean down on one short knee, Softfoot, and say, y'all are a carrion tribe, huh?
You eat
Softfoot
dead people.
all in the
Softfoot
name.
remains quiet.
You got somewhere to go to? If we leave you here,
What, like tied up? Yeah, for
Yeah.
the vultures to get us.
we ain't gonna let you just follow us anywhere you want.
Look, obviously, you've got magic and our weapons now. You could just let us go. What are we going to do? We'll just leave you. You can untie us. We'll walk away.
Eric, we rolling down the hill.
Or no, keep us here. That's fine as well. We will find our way home. Did you take my water? Oh, God damn.
You're thirsty, right? Listen, I don't think you have the right to, like, whine and, like, go on about it when you were trying to rob us and your friend set me on fire.
And Softfoot, like, nudges him in the back.
The dagger transitions to them.
Saying, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
What does that mean? You think
Yeah.
it's funny I was on fire?
Look, I mean...
You thought it was pretty funny.
I mean, look, you killed Griff, so I don't...
Self-defense? Because she set me on fire.
Yeah, she does that. It's pretty
Not
cool.
no more, she doesn't.
Okay.
Did that.
Look, what do you want? Do you want your rope back? You've taken
Well, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Of course I want my rope back.
Then take it.
Okay, but we're going to tie you up with your cloaks.
Flack,
You get the cloak and you like, and it said not nice ribbons and you tie them.
Flag.
What?
They don't know nothing.
No, you know they don't know nothing. They're idiots.
No,
Yeah.
what about what?
What is anything? You don't know shit. You're just randos.
What say we kick
did
him
you-
loose?
Where did you get these leggings from? You've been robbing druids.
Druids, they don't really get robbed, they have this weird thing about possession. It's kind of, you just talk to them. It's sort of weird. They're very
Wise.
Easy to run.
Moon says gullible and Softfoot says convenient at the same time.
Right, well, no more robbing druids and setting people on fire. None of you can set people on fire, can you? No, you had spears. You don't need that.
I wish. I mean, not for you.
Do you want your rope back, or do we just leave them?
Leave them.
All right, well, out of this deal, you get a rope. That's nice, isn't it? And you can have anything what was on your Palgraph back there if you find them. And tell whatever story you want. We're going to see the druids, who you're not going to rob anymore.
You can't rob druids. They don't. Okay.
You know what I mean. You're being facetious.
Moon glares at y'all. Do you head off?
I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll leave one spear.
You leave. Okay.
But I'll after we've gone away, I'll throw it over them. So it's style like man, nice meeting you, fuckers.
And you carry on up the Shadow Crags.
Are we still going up?
Yeah, you're quite close to the peak at this point. Maybe 15, 20 minutes from the top.
And it's midday-ish?
Yeah, at this point.
So it's a 6-hour hike so far?
Yeah. Oof. And probably about the same on the way down. Cool.
Do you reckon there's any part of you that's big and smooth enough that we could temporarily take off and sled down on? Because I know I had that big, new, that'd be a roller skate, maybe.
It's a little small, yes.
I know the big chest bet is but you kind of need that.
That one is important.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll probably die if we try to sled down anyway.
It does not look very slippery.
No, but it is very steep. That's just falling at that point, innit? That's just falling. Yeah, I don't really want to do that, alright. Yeah, keep walking.
Cool.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
I'm more on guard than I was before.
Fair enough.
I'll have my bow out, and because they mentioned vultures. So if anything comes at me, bro.
Yeah, I guess vultures are quite large to you, huh? As a small creature.
And I've only got 2 hit points left, so I'm nearly dead.
Want some healing?
Do you perhaps
You
do
can
a
heal.
rest?
I can. Yeah.
Ooh.
I know this one spell. Cure wounds.
Oh, that sounds like a good one.
Yeah. It'll be my last one for the day.
So you can send people to sleep no more.
That'll be it.
Ooh. What you reckon?
I think you look like you need a rest.
I do.
Because you were on fire.
Yeah, I remember.
And I think that's how people usually respond to being on fire, is eventually taking a rest.
Yeah, that's one thing they do at one point. Sometimes it's a bigger rest, depending on how long we're on fire for. Yeah, right. If you're willing and happy, that'd be great. I'd love some healing, thanks.
Let's do it.
Whole D8 plus what?
I ain't cast this one too often, so just bear with me for a second. Let's see.
It works on goblins, right? It doesn't hurt us instead.
One way to find out. Never heard of no goblins getting turned inside out or anything like that.
3, if I collapse, you can still carry me in a bit, right?
Oh, yes.
Just wrap me up in one of them cloaks.
All right, I'm counting on you. 3. Sorry, my hands are a bit cold up in this mountain air, but it goes something like Vita Mortis.
Nice reference.
You're healed for 9.
Oh,
Wow,
that's my max. Oh, I feel great. Oh, that's lovely, that was.
Oh, it still works.
Just cold enough to perk me up. I don't mean it like. I don't mean like. I mean health-wise.
The hand marks will fade in time.
Oh,
Usually takes a few weeks.
a couple of weeks. Okay, well that's fine. I've had worse things on me.
It's quite miraculous. Flack had boils and burn marks, and the skin just closes up everywhere. I don't know if Three's seen this kind of magic before.
I'm not sure, actually. Maybe.
In the mine, you probably mostly saw like explosions and shit. But
Yeah.
like, if anyone got injured by one, maybe they'd have like a triage thing, right?
I imagine.
Or was it all like
Or else,
forged?
for forged? Oh no, they just definitely just let us sit around and just.
No, but I mean, like, if there were there any like non-forged in the mine as well, or was it all forged?
That's a good question, actually.
Because if it was all forged, then they wouldn't have needed to heal no one. But
No.
it's probably noteworthy at any rate. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
This. Definitely never seen it cast like this.
Yeah.
As you crest
It's like, oh, I
over,
can get your fingerprints off of this. That's dangerous, that is. Don't worry, I won't use them. Three. I got some fingerprints we can use later.
I'm right here.
Just a joke. Just a joke.
as you crest over the top of the Shadow Crag Mountains, at the peak, the sprawling wood sprawls. Actually,
Yeah.
it's
what they
called
do.
the Towering Wood.
Oh.
Is the name of the forest. The Eldine Reaches is the country, but the Eldine Reaches is mostly made up out of the Towering Wood, so it's quite interchangeable. But the Towering Wood sprawls out in front of you, and it's more green than I think any of you have ever seen in one place.
Sorry for the podcast. I just mimed looking down my top. Because Flack's a goblin.
Flack has less green on her than all the trees of the Towering Wood combined. You
Also, her hair is red, so the bush isn't. Badumch. Sorry. Had to. Sorry.
So you've hiked up about 6 hours. The down hike, the track's reasonably well worn, so it might take just under that to get down. But you reckon you'll hit the base of the mountains by dusk, and it's unclear from here where to go. You know there is a capital of the Eldine Reaches, but you're not sure where it is. And now that you do not have any guides. It is a little unclear on which direction. Grace said, go south and the druids will find you.
Okay.
I believe my visual senses are broken again. Everything's looking green.
Yeah, that's right. That's what trees look like.
What?
Yeah, they've got these things on them called leaves, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Didn't you learn about... Did we talk about trees before? I think I used them as metaphors before. I now realise why some of the things I was describing didn't connect if I didn't actually tell you what a tree was. All right, so like, you know the street lamps in Sharn,
Ah, yes.
right? Imagine if that big metal bit that was made of wood, right?
Some of
But it's
them
not
were.
dead wood. Some of them were, yeah. It's not dead wood. It's still alive and growing.
Ah.
And then out the tops and stuff, there's this green shit that grows. It's kind of like lots of little layers of skin, like people have, right?
Oh.
Imagine, or fingernails. It's like fingernails, lots of little fingernails of green that grow out of the bark, but they're real soft, and that's how they get sunlight, and that's what they eat.
That's a lot of fingernail lamps.
Oh, they don't shine either, most of them.
Sort of the opposite of shining. They take
they
in
absorb.
the shine.
But they're real good. They're soft and nice, and they provide good work material. And they smell good.
I love them.
You can go hug one if you want.
Yes, I want to hug the tree.
Not all of them. That'd take a bit too long, but Lots of them. That'll probably endear us to the druids. So you said that Grace told us it was mostly south once we'd crossed.
Yep.
Given the map that we've got, we can roughly orient to south, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
we
point
have
because
any
we don't
kind-
know exactly where we
Yeah.
crossed over. But yeah, I mean, at least we've got a direction to follow.
How close an estimate can we make? Like, do a survival or something?
Yeah,
Like when
so
we get to the top, take a look at like the labyrinth and see how that's reflected, maybe.
Yeah, the path down is, again, it's clear where it's been trodden, and if you try and veer off that, it's going to be a lot harder to get down
Well, I'm
safely.
thinking once we get to the bottom,
Yeah.
head south.
Yeah.
But like when we're at the top, can we survival to orient ourselves a bit
Yeah,
better?
totally. Someone roll survival. If you're both looking at the map, if two of you are looking at the map, you can help. So you can roll with advantage.
Ironically, I feel like it would be Jessian and Flack looking at the map and trying to do it, despite the fact that 3 has the best chance of succeeding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go with the narrative.
Because you've got the
Sure.
wisdom. But we're like, oh, it's robot ain't never been outside to shine.
We've seen more maps, ironically.
All right. Do you want to roll once each or once one
Okay.
with advantage?
Uh,
I'm at -1.
same.
Yeah,
All right, let's both roll. Nice. I got 10.
Natural 20. So that's a 19.
Nice. So you spend a while looking at the labyrinth
That bit.
the labyrinth in the way that it's quite detailed on this map that Grace has given you, right? Like, Jesse, and you've seen maps of Corvair before, but the demon wastes are often just labeled demon wastes, and it just kind of looks like a desert. Whereas Grace's map, there's parts of the map that seem a bit vague, like Carinth is just some blobs of green and brown, and Thrain is the same, whereas the demon waste labyrinth specifically is incredibly detailed.
Cool.
Conveniently, you can also see a volcano from here, and the direction it is,
Oh.
you gather that is the Lake of Fire.
Oh.
From up top here, you can also see what looks like a little bit of a settlement. And while you didn't see it earlier, it looks like a group of just large tents, maybe.
Down in the forest?
In the Demon Waste.
Oh,
It's
right.
so far away that you cannot make out if there's people there. But looking at the map, you can guess it's either a traveling tribe of some sort or possibly Maruk Dar. You realize you've crossed over here. Here-ish.
Okay, so we're heading southeast, and we've crossed over the middle point of the mountains, basically.
Yeah.
So we want to go south-southeast then for Greenheart.
Right. So let's just keep going the way we're going.
Yeah.
You head down the other side of the Shadow Crags, pretty confident that you know where you are. At this point, the path is well trodden and has footprints on it. And again, every so often, there's a kind of stake in the ground that is stopping some rock fall, attempting to stop some rock fall, whether it's effective or not. Well, it's still there, so
Effective
far.
enough.
effective so far.
Do we know, like, is this like a significant marker? Like, do we know who's putting, is that like the Druids or the Galashter?
Who put the
Yeah.
wooden
Who
pikes?
put the
in?
stakes at?
There's
Do we have any clue?
there's no way of telling who put the stakes in. Yeah,
I'll ask someone later.
some good Samaritan.
Not those fuckers. No, it turns out it was Griff.
Griff, I can't rob people on
Right.
the path if there's rock slides all the time
They're
and
like-
there's no path.
They're like full Robin Hood, robbing from the rich to give to the poor, saving the environment.
I think if they'd
fucking
seen
killed
you and thought you were all rich and actually, I don't know, Jessian had a gorgeous tiara on.
Fancy.
Maybe you just killed Robin Hood of the Eldeen region.
I don't think Robin Hood sets people on
I
fire.
don't think Robin
I'm in
Hood
a way,
sets people on
though,
fire.
right? Wait, do you remember the Kevin Costner one? And he's like got the flaming arrow and he like explodes
It's been a while.
some
I don't
shit
remember.
with an arrow? He set people on
That
fire.
sounds vaguely. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, relatively speaking, we are super wealthy to them.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
I think just Jesse.
3's got some oil on him. That's about it.
Let's keep my joints lubricated. It's important.
And I got spare.
They don't
one
need
just
that
in case
oil.
They run out.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I actually do have some oil on me as well. I found out.
You don't steal from the poor.
No.
As you get to the very bottom of the Shadow Crags and are starting to think about having to navigate your way through the wood, you see a small canvas that's on a lean-to amongst the trees at the base of the path.
A small canvas, like
Like that someone would set up to sleep under.
yeah, not like specifically to. It's not like camouflage.
No,
It's just like
it's
a
pretty out in the open. It's kind of a dusty, dust color.
A dusty dust.
I'm good at words. It's like a.
I mean, I get what you mean from dusty dust color.
Thank you. Very good.
Sometimes you just need the same word twice to emphasize it.
Yeah.
And it's,
It's a similar color to the sands of the Demon Waste and actually stands out quite a bit at the lush green forest of the Towering Wood here.
I'm gonna turn to Flack and 3 and ask them, should we do this quiet or loud?
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth up to them. I point at you two, and go that way. Point to the right, and then I'll go to the left, to the left, to the left.
I'll walk like 3 steps to the right and be like,
Thumbs up. Keep going, and you approach from the right, and I'll approach from the... Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stealth up.
Cool.
That's a 22.
Cool. Are the two of you also trying to move?
I'm just gonna hang back
Yeah.
and watch.
Oh, I think I've done this enough that I'm gonna do the flanky around thing. That
See, we know.
I'll stay where I am.
3, can you also roll stealth?
Roll sneaky. That's no proficiency. 11.
11. Okay. You both come up on either side of this tent-like structure.
Also, I've got I'm still holding my short bow, obviously, but under my jacket, I've got a hand on the knife as well.
Okay. 3, on your side as you flank around, you see a cart with some sturdy wheels and a couple of crates on it. Flack, you get around the other side and you kind of see in through a gap in the lean-to and you see 2 figures apparently asleep.
Describe these figures to me.
They're both medium humanoid. One has long dark hair. The other one has short hair. They're under some light blankets, so you can't see much. They're kind of just snoring away.
Do we see any markers or anything on the either on them or on the cart for
No, there's no symbols. 3, you don't see any symbols or crests or anything on any of the gear. The lean-to is just a plain canvas.
Is one of them closer to me than the other?
They're sleeping quite close to each other.
Relationship close or for warmth close?
For warmth close. Well, I don't know. Roll to know their relationship. No, I don't.
Roll to gauge warmth.
You
But
can't tell they're asleep.
it must be quite temperate where we are.
Insight. I rolled a natural 15, so insight -1. That's 14.
Oh, they're not.
I assume they're fucking.
They're not spooning, but they're also unconscious. So you don't. Maybe they're dating. Who knows? You don't know their relationship
No, she
structure.
assumes it though, because that's what she does. Sometimes you make assumptions to get the bigger picture.
Yeah, they're definitely.
They're comfortable with
They're
one another.
comfortable with one another.
She's gonna not shoulder the bow, keep her left hand on the dagger, and just poke one of them.
Which one are you poking? The one with the long hair or the short hair? That's all you can really see from them under the covers.
Who's closest to me?
Probably the one with the longer hair.
I poke the one with the longer hair.
Excuse me. They start up and leap up and stare at you, and as they stand there, go, and as you look up in their face and they're startled, the first thing you notice is their eyes that looked quite humanesque as they rose just turn into, you know how goats have those rectangle irises?
Oh, yeah.
Their eyes just shift and turn into this rectangular iris, and small bits of hair just pop out on their face for just a moment, and it shifts back again.
Hello.
Who? Hey, Badger. The other one wakes up as well. Badger.
Oh, Badger.
Badger, whose canon name is now Patrick. Badger. And the other one wakes up. What? Huh?
I'm still crouching from where I poked and now like looking up and waving.
Cool.
It now looks like instead of having my hand on a dagger, I'm just like I am in real life, which I don't know how to describe. Like if you folded your arms but then raised one to wave at someone. I'm looking very non-threatening.
Yeah, the one that's
If I can for a
standing.
goblin.
The one that's standing is kind of on their back foot, whereas Badger looks up. Oh.
Hello, Badger.
Hi, hello. Oh man, did we oversleep again? Oh.
When were you sleeping too?
What? Just for the. Oh no, we're good. We're just waiting for nightfall. And Badger scratches their hair, and a little feather falls out of their hair as they push it to the side. 3, I think you can see this all happening kind of through a crack in the back. And Jassy, and you can't see who Flack is talking to, but you can see that Flack is talking to someone.
They've lowered their weapons and so on.
They didn't have the 2 in the tent.
I have lowered my weapon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've lowered your weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
She has. I'm going to cast.
No, that's all right. I think. Oh, you told me she, her, and they, them. Flack. Yeah. You were right.
I'm going to cast a message on her and be like,
It's all good.
Oh,
any danger?
no.
I'm coming over.
Do you
And
say
I will
no
come
out
over.
loud?
She only has to whisper, and it will.
She doesn't know that.
But yeah, you said no, and I got it. So I'm going to head over.
No. What?
I don't know. I
Oh
think
no,
a
we
friend was
didn't
speaking in my head.
oversleep.
Sorry.
Are you
hello.
okay?
No, fine. No, we're not really. We're totally lost.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know these parts by any chance?
Yeah, we live here.
Oh, that's great. Are you druids?
Yeah, is it that
we found the
obvious?
I don't know what druids do. I don't know. I never met a druid, to my knowledge anyway.
Oh, are you
mean, I guess-
looking for us?
Yeah, there is this nice lady called Grace. I don't know if you know her.
Oh yeah, we're on the way with her supplies.
That's great.
Did she send you? How is she?
She's great. Some people pretended to be you and wanted to rob her, but we stopped them.
Oh, thank you.
It's quite good.
They
Quite
pretended to be us?
Yeah, they had these leggings on.
Those are not my leggings, but I...
No, but we
have-
thought they were druids because they're all leafy and stuff, and we made some assumptions.
Anyone
said-
can wear leafy leggings.
I know, it's an aesthetic, but when you're near the druid place, you're like, oh, maybe that's a thing. I don't know, like I said, I'm from Sharn. I don't know nothing about new druids.
You're clearly a city girl, but thank you for stopping them. Where are they? Are they following you? And they start
No.
reaching for a bag.
One of them died, and the other two went back to... They're like cannibals or something. I don't know what it was.
Cannibals?
Yeah.
Do you mean carrions?
Yeah, them.
We can't get them off these paths. We've tried. Barely anyone travels through here. I don't know what they're looking for.
People to rob.
Well,
Because they had a caravan. There was all like fruits and that with it. So he must have got someone.
Badger turns bright red and Rain goes, that's where the other one went. Oh, God.
It'd been like one of your caravans.
Yeah, I thought I left it behind. I told you I brought it.
Well, Grace already got that one then, so she's doing fine.
Wait, the Carrion tribes gave Grace the delivery?
They were going to do that and then rob her, but then we were there, so they were like, oh shit, there's 4 people. There's only 3 of us. And then they tried to rob us on the way back.
Oh, wow.
And I figured they were going to go back for Grace later. I don't know.
Oh, well,
They weren't very smart.
that's unsurprising. They don't really know the ways of this part. It's good you didn't run into them. And what were you doing over there? Are you part of the Gush Kala? You don't look...
No.
You're from Shan.
From Sharon, yeah. We don't know. We woke up in a portal, came out of the portal, Grace found us.
Oh, wow. It seems like you've had, well, some fortune following
Yeah, all
some
kinds of different.
misfortune. Which
All
is how
kinds
it
of fortune,
tends
just like
to
up,
go.
downs, all over the place. Anyway, these are my friends. 3, that's 3 over there. 3, we've got some real druids this time.
Oh my gosh.
These ones are like animal bits, I think.
I hurry around.
What was your name? Sorry, I got Badger, and you're
I'm Rain,
Rain. Rain and Badger.
the taller one with the long hair. Sticks their hand out. You shake their hand.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Greetings.
Howdy.
Badger gets up, just kind of dusting themselves off and sees you all.
This is 3. They're real interested in trees. They ain't never seen none before.
Oh,
Are they wearing green?
mostly browns and cloak-like things. Badger's kind of got a little green bit on their shirt, but mostly
enough for me.
earth tones.
Now 3, because we learned that we were wrong about that.
Oh.
And when we learn we're wrong about that, we reassess our prejudices, don't we?
We learned that was a very harmful stereotype.
Yeah. Anyone can wear green.
To us.
Sorry.
Yes, if you're just letting your guard down around people because they wear green, though. How do you get
Because
through
we thought they
Shan?
were nice. They gave some nice fruits and that to Grace. And she was like, oh, these must be the druids. You can trust them. And we were like, oh, lovely. And then they tried. Anyway, this is 3. This is Jassian. He's probably seen trees before, I reckon.
Howdy. That I have.
Well, if you have any questions about the trees, Badger perks up. Feel free to ask away.
Do they have to cut their fingernails?
They
Leaves.
don't.
I didn't know how to describe them.
So trees drop their leaves every season, and they grow new ones. So no, they don't have to cut.
Trees
I
lose all
guess
their
they're more-
fingernails every
I guess it's
season.
more like teeth. You know, when you've got old teeth and they fall out and then you grow some more.
Or like hair. You know how us folk, our hair sort of
Your hair
drops out
falls
sometimes?
every winter.
Yeah, just like every
Most
now
all
and
the
then.
time, really.
More of a constant
Watch this. And I'll like pluck a hair out and give it to you.
Huh.
See? But it'll grow back.
Yes, not finger. But you. So 3. You've got part of you's made of wood. Did I understand that correctly? Which part?
Which one?
Currently, there's a big, like the chest covering is still a bit flimsy, so Flack has put a big piece of wood over that, and it's like kind of that's the because I wanted to do the designy bit to like be reminiscent of like the monk garb.
Oh.
So yeah, there's the big chest covering piece is like for extra defense on a ribcagey bit. And then I've also got their left shoulder blade as wooden at the moment because I thought that looked really cool from behind and like really different to the silhouette that I was giving it. The design is still in progress because
Yeah.
I'm not very good at drawing robots.
Hey,
Granted.
3 is
So,
complicated.
Yeah,
Complex.
it's taken a while, and yeah, but that's how I've done it so far. Obviously, you are 3, so your opinion holds more sway,
Oh,
and I can just update shit to
fair.
But yeah,
Rain says, "You must be hungry after your journey. Here, let me and they wave their hands, and 3 little red berries just appear, grow in their hands, and they hand them to you.
Oh, would you look
Thank
at that?
you.
Thank you kindly.
I don't know
Just-
if you've
just a
noticed.
berry?
I am a robot.
Oh, they don't eat.
Oh, well, yes, just one
Left
berry, but
Oh.
let me know after you've eaten that one if you feel like a second.
Thank you.
You feel surprisingly full, like you've just had an entire meal. And yeah, you don't desire any more food right now.
That one's got some body to it.
Jesse, and you gain 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't eat, can you not? Oh,
Well, they can if they want, but they just never expressed any interest in it.
would you like to try?
No.
It's all right. Like, it won't get... I fixed that bit where it was all leaking out onto the...
Oh,
Yeah, but
that was unpleasant.
it doesn't spark anymore. It's fine. Sorry about that. I found them ages ago, and they were pretty broken. I'm still pretty, amateur fixer-upper, so it's a work in progress.
Rain puts the berry away, and Badger goes up to you 3 and says, yes, it makes sense that you're so interested in the trees because, may I?
Oh, yes.
They tap the part of you that's made of wood and put their hand on it and close their eyes. It's part of you, and if you may allow it, so you feel some magic emanating from Badger's hand, and you can resist if you want.
I am suddenly 2 inches from wide open, ears fully back, just like...
Do you push back against the magic? It just feels pleasant, kind of tingly.
No, let's see where this goes.
So the wooden part of you feels like it's emanating something, and if what
Can we stop saying the wooden part of you?
the part of you that is
I'm with it.
oh my god,
Let's see where this goes.
The wooden chest plate, maybe?
the wooden chest plate. Your chest,
Sorry.
which
I'm
happens to
trying.
be built out of a carved wooden piece.
Your boner.
Oh my god.
Your robot boner. No, she didn't install that. I don't think they wanted that bit.
That seems...
Blue was very keen on it, but
And if you want to, 3, you can incorporate in your design some green growing or some plant like element as you kind of feel it incorporate more into your body, right? You can function and move your bits around, but in terms of your sensation and what you can feel out of, it's a little haphazard. Like, you have touch sensation in your hands, but there's parts of you that just feel numb because Flack has done the best she can, but doesn't quite understand how to really incorporate it into your alchemical fluids. So you feel more sensation connecting to your chest plate. And if you want to represent that in some kind of vines or leaves or flowers or something,
kind of have like the wires and vines like combining.
Oh, I love that.
That's pretty sick.
That is good.
Hell yeah. Oh, you can have some fingernails of your own now.
So yeah, vines grow out from your wooden chest plate and infuse with your other alchemical veins made of metal and probably just metal. What are they made out of?
The veins? What were they? That's a good question.
Tubes.
Tubes. I don't think they're made of metal. That sounds weird.
What would the tubes be
So
made
they were
out
supposed
of?
to be like bendy and stuff.
Yeah, what
With
are
the
they made out
muscles.
of?
They're made of alchemical shenanigans.
Yeah.
The fantasy version of plastic or silicon, probably.
Yeah, like pneumatic power, right? Like if you want it to push out, the liquid
expands and pushes out the piston, or contracts and pulls it in.
And both of you kind of see this. A lot of it's internal, but you see some vines sprouting out off the sides, and like you're 2 inches from this
I'm
happening.
napping all of them. This is like,
Yeah, and Badger pulls their hand away and says, "You're part of it. You're part of the forest, of this earth, of the mountains. You're incredible."
I am a tree.
A little bit, I guess, yeah.
a robot tree.
Oh my god.
That's great.
This is the best day of my life. I am a tree.
You did it.
You did it, kid. You really showed him. You're a
did it.
tree.
So if the Carrion tribes already brought one cart to Grace, she will have gone by now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she took off.
Oh, so we can't deliver the second one.
That's pity.
Well-
When you next gonna see her?
In a 10-day, perhaps a fortnight.
She'll be fine, I reckon.
Thank you again. How can we repay you? What do you need? Where are you
Like
heading?
I said, we're lost.
Our directions would just be swell.
Yeah. Maybe, how do you got this cart, but what pulls it?
I do. And Badger just grabs the handle and just pulls it a lot. It's a hand cart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't explain that in my
I mean, I guess it's
Word
big to
picture.
flack. Yeah, no.
Where y'all folks hail from? We're looking for the
Greenheart.
pulls out the map again. Yeah, Green Heart. Yeah.
We're from. Yes, I. Sorry, that was sassy. That was Bodhi. Yes, I know what the map looks like. I have it here. None of the NPCs said that. We're from the Grove.
The Grove. There's only one.
The Grove of the Guardian Trees.
What now?
The Grove of the Guardian Trees. Badger points on your map. You'll see it just to the
More
east
map noises.
there. More map noises.
Do I know what a guardian tree is?
No, you've
What's
never.
a guardian tree?
Well, they're
Oh yeah, look
trees
right
who
over
are
there.
guardians.
I figured that much.
I,
Do you guard the Guardian trees?
exactly.
Or the trees, the guardians.
I know it's not quite on your way if you're looking to go to Greenheart, but
It's always best to travel with folks.
we'll be heading back to the Grove. We'll have to drop the cart off, and also, I think there's some things we'll have to explain along the way.
I don't much fancy our chances of getting the Greenheart on our own. Best if we travel with you, if y'all don't mind.
At least as far as you'll take us.
We'd be honored to. Friends of Grace's are friends of ours.
What kind of things do you need to explain and to who?
So you're asking about directions, and then Rain pipes in. Directions have been a little funny recently. You'll understand as you get deeper into the woods. Do any of you have a compass on you?
Let's have a look. I think not.
Everyone looks at their character sheet.
Let's look at this character sheet.
Yes, who
Rummage
doesn't need
through
to?
the bag.
Is one of these glasses of oil? I think so.
I'm almost certain that I don't because it's not in the scholar's kit.
Yeah. Well, directions get a little funny when you get further into the woods. It'll make more sense once we're there, but if you want to accompany us back,
Sounds lovely. Lead on. Badger and Rain, new friends.
and you head off into the woods with Badger and Rain as the sun starts setting. I guess actually you can have a long rest here.
Hola.
You look tired and weary from your day's travel. We have been sleeping all day, but if you
We have a Kip in the cart.
Yes, please use our blankets. We'll keep watch. And we can head off in the morning. It might be more pleasant. We like to travel over the mountains in the darkness, partly to avoid the heat and partly to avoid the...
Arseholes.
Yes, I wasn't going to use that word. But it is much more pleasant to travel in the forest in the daytime.
Oh, terrific. Oh, you get a double sleep then. You lucky.
Oh, we'll keep watch. We'll stand guard. Just in case they come back. It does sound like you dealt with them, but...
Proper druids.
You can
Very nice.
never be too careful. And Rain and Badger settle up for the night. You see them sit down and Badger kind of wriggles their arms and their bare forearms just start shimmering with the glow of what looks like feathers as they kind of ruffle all the way down and up their head. Just tiny little tufts, barely perceptible in the fading light. And you all get a long rest, and you get to level up to level 2.
Flack is about to ask them about what's wrong with you as they fall asleep, and probably will forget to ask in the morning.
Yeah, you have just been hiking for 12 hours, so you'll just conk out.
Oh, muscle cramps.
I have an exciting announcement to make. On the last weekend of August 2022, I'm going to be playing in the Yes and charity stream. Yes and is a group of people in Aotearoa who are going to be playing an epic D&D adventure for 24 hours on the last weekend of August 2022. I'm going to be playing for 3 hours of the stream. I'm going to be on at 3 a.m. Sunday, August 28th, New Zealand time, which is 8 a.m. Saturday, August 27th, California time, and 11 a.m. Saturday, August 27th, New York time. I'm going to be playing Friend, the level 10 Artificer Armorer, who is a lovely satyr who wants to be everyone's friend, and I'm the healer of the group, which is really fun as a heavily armored person. My AC is 23, oh my god. We're raising money for the New Zealand Cancer Society. Even though we're based in New Zealand, anyone from around the world can donate. There are some fun donation incentives. I'm just going to run through them real quick because they're quite cool. So under $10, you get your written message posted in the Twitch chat by the mods. $10, one of the hosts will read your message aloud during the break. $20, an extra D20, you grant inspiration to an upcoming role of your choice. $50, you go into the draw to win the current giveaway, as well as the grand prize at the end of the show. And $100, you can cast Wish of your choice within the game, which is really cool. You can affect the real world narrative. So if you want to give Friend an extra D20 and give me some advantages on my rolls and maybe save us from certain death, you can donate $20 on the night, and that would be great. And I'd be super happy if you did that. But also just come along and watch. It's for an awesome cause with a bunch of fantastic people. You can follow the Yes and Charity stream on twitch.tv/Yes and Charity stream or on Instagram yes_and_charity_stream. To follow us on Uphill Rolling and get the latest updates and releases, you can follow us on Twitter, uphill_rolling, or on YouTube, Uphill Rolling. Our intro music is Fern Music by Danny Bale. Our outro is Lurking in the Shadows by Scott Holmes Music. Our bridging music is New World Order by Shaolin Dub. Till next time.